Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Competitive Battlin. Today, we're looking at a Pokemon whose drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens. It's Excadrill, guys. Alright, once again, before we start, I'm gonna give him a nickname for all you guys who got that reference. And, now we're gonna go on to his EV spread. It's nothing complicated. You just want to invest it all in attack and all in speed for this particular one. Let me explain here. We're gonna be doing 3 builds today, and this one's gonna be the one of the offensive Excadrills we're gonna do. So just yeah, invest attack and speed and all your extra in HP, you know, he's got great HP. I mean, just yeah, throw your extra points in there and you're good to go. Oh, right. He needs a nature. Um, on this guy, you can go adamant, but you probably want to go with Jolly if I can find it. Timid is not Jolly. That's Jolly right there. Because you know, once again, you want to outspeed things. You know, it's important. It's the difference between getting killed or killing them. So go with Jolly. I mean, Adamant's still an option if you want to go with that to hit harder. But you know, I just prefer Jolly. So on the move set here, um, you want to run the Earthquake because the Earthquake here is the Earthquake. It's, you know, it's Earthquake. It's ground type stab. It's 100 base power. It's Earthquake. It's amazing. Get his stab off that. And I keep saying stab, but I assume you guys know what that means, but I'm going to explain it for you guys who don't. It stands for same type attack bonus. And since Excadrill here is a ground type, his ground type moves, instead of doing 100 power, they get boosted by 50%, which would boost this to 150 power. So it says 100, but it really does 150 base power. Just because it's ground type move and he's a ground type. It's how stab works. It just, if a Pokemon is using a move that's the same type as it gets boosted 50%. So now you guys know. If you didn't already, you probably already did though. So on to his second move here. And actually, before I do that, let's make him shiny, because now he looks even more like Lagan. Second move slot here. Usually, you probably want to go with the Rock Slide, because Rock Slide provides, well, Rock Slide's 2 words. It provides a great coverage. It's, you know, it's Rock Slide. He unfortunately can't learn Stone Edge, so he misses out on the power he could have got from that, but Rock Slide has the better accuracy, obviously, and that dreaded flinch chance. You can cause some real shenanigans with that flinch chance. It's cost me a few games, but anyways, yeah, Rock Slide. That's about all you want in the second move slot. As for the third, though, the third move slot, you got a bit of a problem here. The move he wants is Iron Head, because he's also a steel type, so he gets stab off that too. It's his stab move of choice here. It also got that 30% dreaded flinch chance. It's 80 base power. It's an overall, it's a really great physical iron or steel type move. It's great to have. The problem, however, is, you know, you gotta take him to the move tutor. You know, the one that They didn't put in X and Y? Yeah, that one. So, either gonna be Pokebanking or waiting and hoping and praying that, if you're religious, that is, that the new Oris games add a move tutor. That Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. That's the thing I'm really hoping they add, because so many Pokemon have this problem. They're like, this is a great move to have, but I can't get it because there's no move tutor. And you know, it's just a problem that just tons and tons of Pokemon have. But it's even worse on old Excadrill here, because in this move slot, there's not really anything he would prefer to use. It's basically the only move he wants here. I mean, you can put other stuff here, but he wants his Steel-type stab move, and the only other one I know of he can get is like Metal Claw, and Metal Claw's not strong. It's not good. So you're honestly basically stuck waiting around for the move tutor, or what you want to do, at least for now, is his fourth move slot. You got a lot of choices here, so you can take one of the choices here and pop it in there, so you can use two of them, two of the moves you would typically run here. And no, I was not picking my nose. I was scratching. Don't even try. All right, maybe it's a little bit. Let's just pretend it was scratching. All right, it's, you know, just a little scratch right there. Yeah, on the inside, just scratch. All right, now that I'm embarrassed, we're gonna keep moving on and keep going on to his last move slot, which you got a lot of choices here. Um, there's always X Scissor. You know, it provides some extra coverage. 80 base power. You know, it's a good move to have. Another option, however, here is Rapid Spin, which is a great move because, I mean, you're saying, I mean, it's only got 20 base power. What is this going to do? It's awful. It's a normal type. It doesn't provide a huge amount of coverage. I mean, you know, what's the deal? Gets rid of all the hazards. It gets rid of Stealth Rock, Spikes, Toxic Spikes, Leech Seed. I mean, I think it even gets rid of, like, I want to say it gets rid of, like, Constrictor Wrap or something. But don't quote me on that. Please don't quote me on that, because I'm entirely unsure about that. But it gets rid of entry hazards mainly. So that's typically what it's for. I mean, it's a normal type move, so you gotta watch out when they try and spin block you with sending out a ghost type. You're not going to be able to hit them with rapid spin, so it's not going to be able to clear the entry hazards. But other than that, you know, clear those entry hazards, get them out of there, because they can be quite annoying. Plus, he's a steel type, so he can safely switch in on toxic spikes, and stealth rocks isn't going to do a whole lot of damage to him because he resists it. So it's an overall good move to have on him. But you got other choices here. Like another choice is Shadow Claw, which, I mean, isn't amazing, but now that Steel no longer resists Ghost type, you know, it can help kill those Ghost types. You know, get them out of there. You know, it's Shadow Claw. It's, you know, it does what Shadow Claw normally does. It's there for coverage and some damage. It does have a higher critical hit ratio. That's a thing. But It's typically not your best option, but I mean, it is an option, and it can be helpful. And as for your last slot, this move, yes, I'm scratching. This move, you typically only want to run it on a doubles Excadrill. It's because drill run. Because I mean, you already got your ground type stab with earthquake. Plus, drill run's weaker. But the thing is with drill run, if you're running them on a doubles, and your teammate over there does not want to take an earthquake, but yet you still want to hit them with a ground type, the enemy with a ground type stab, you can run drill run. So that way, you don't kill your teammate. It's helpful in doubles. Other than that, it doesn't help a whole lot. But just keep it in mind, it's an option. And on to the ability over here. Should have talked about this probably after I did the EV spread, but the ability, you got two options. You either go Sand Rush or Mold Breaker. Sand Force, it's not a bad ability, honestly, but you don't need it. He's got tremendous amount of attack, so you don't need it. And plus, the speed is like just, I don't know. I want to say infinitely more important. I don't know about that, but it's just it's better. You want speed. Um, we can debate the theory of infinity later, but its Sand Rush is just better. Now, on the other hand, though, if you're not running him on a sand team or with a Tyranitar or Hippowdon, or if you don't have access to sand at all, then this ability is useless, and so you go with Mold Breaker. Because Mold Breaker, it's still good. It lets you hit stuff regardless of their abilities, so Levitate still gonna get hit with the Earthquake. There's some other examples. That's the only one I can think of at the moment. But Mold Breakers, it's a good ability. It's definitely not the one you want if you're running in a sandstorm, because Sand Rush is just so much better. It's gonna double your speed, so that's amazing. But otherwise, if you're not in the sandstorm, then just go Mold Breaker. It's good. It's helpful. So onto the item. He can actually run a lot of different items, honestly. But two of the ones that I would typically recommend on this particular offensive set is either Choice Band or Choice Scarf. Not specs. He's not special attacker. They're great. Choice Band is you know, he gets more attack. Choice Scarf, he gets more speed. If you're running him on a sandstorm with Sand Rush, Choice Band would probably be your better option. If you're running him without, Choice Scarf isn't necessarily a better option, but it's an alternate option. Choice Scarf will make up for the fact that you're not getting a boost in the sandstorm. But you're also at the same time not getting your Choice Band boost, so just things to consider. And those two aren't the only items you can run on them. There's always Air Balloon, that is not spelled that way. And this is going to protect him from ground type attacks. Since he's part steel, he's weak to ground type attacks, so that's going to help him from not getting murdered by ground type. On the other hand, it pops as soon as you're hit by a move, so if they use a move that's not ground type and then follow it up with ground type, you're going to get hit by it, but it'll save you. It might force a switch if they can't do a whole lot because you have that air balloon, because air balloon lets them know that you have an air balloon. So it might cause them to switch out to something that they'll, you know, something that, say, the only way they're going to be able to one-shot you is with their ground type move, but they can't use it because of the air balloon. So that way they know that, and they'll have to force a switch. So it's a good item to have. It's a good item to have on anything that's weak to steel type, basically, or weak to ground type, not steel. Um, Steel types are weak to ground, but anything weak to ground, it's a good item to have. And as a last option, you got the life orb, and life orb, it does what life orb does. It steals your HP and makes your attack stronger. It's good. Hits harder at the cost of some HP, but unlike Choice Band, you're not getting stuck into one move. You're gonna have all your moves here. So, it's a good option. Just consider it. And with that, we're going to actually move on to the next Excadrill set, which he's going to run the same EV spread, same nature, jolly or adamant, it's whatever. He's another, this is another offensive Excadrill set, but on this one, your first move slot is always going to be taken up by Swords Dance, because this is going to be Swords Dance Excadrill. Excadrill makes great use of Swords Dance because he has some significant bulk in his HP area. He is quite lacking in defense and special defense, but his HP can make up for that. He can have a large amount of HP, and it's just help him set up Swords Dance easier. He can survive hits. He has trouble surviving some super effective hits. But he can survive a lot of hits. He has a great typing. Steel types, a great defensive typing. Ground type. It's not bad. His typing is just good. So I'm going to quit rambling. We're going to move on to the next slot, which it's typically similar to the other one. You go with Earthquake as always, because that's his stab move of choice. But the other two options here, you actually have quite a few choices on these, because Swords Dance Excadrill, he can get coverage with Rock Slide, or an extra stab move with Iron Head, but both of these moves you don't have to have. You can change them out for, say, Iron Head, to change it out to Rapid Spin. It gives you some more support, as I already explained, gets rid of entry hazards, and it's a really good move to have. And but you could easily replace Rock Slide with Rapid Spin instead of Iron Head. So it's always an option. And you can also replace one of these with Substitute, because Substitute is going to help you set up Swords Dance a whole lot easier, and it's something that I would definitely consider, because you get behind a Substitute, and you can just set up a free Swords Dance. Even if they kill your sub, you still got your free Swords Dance at the cost of only a fourth of your HP. So it's a good move to have, but I don't really recommend running sub with Rapid Spin. Now, you can do it. I don't really see a problem with it, honestly, but That leaves you with only one stab move. And only one move that's going to be doing any damage altogether, because Rapid Spin's not going to do anything. It's there for cleaning hazards, and that's it. So, especially if you run up against someone with Levitate and went with Sand Rush, or somebody with Flying type, it doesn't matter if you have Mold Breaker or Sand Rush. Speaking of which, the ability on this set also, it doesn't matter. It's if you're going on a Sand team, go Sand Rush. If you're not, go with Mold Breaker. That's basically all there is on this. But anyways, back to the Rapid Spin. I wouldn't recommend running it with Substitute. I'd definitely switch it out for Rock Slide, or switch it out for Iron Head. But like I said earlier, Iron Head's a pain to get because move tutor's not in X and Y. So that's, a pain. But plus Rock Slide, it's going to hit those flying types that you can't hit with Earthquake for super effective damage. So Rock Slide's just a great move. And honestly, that covers it for the moveset on Swords Dance Excadrill. He's super similar to offensive Excadrill. It doesn't run a Swords Dance other than the fact that he runs Swords Dance and sometimes Substitute, because Substitute helps with Swords Dance. So we're just going to move on to the item here. Obviously, since he's running Swords Dance, he can't run Choice Band or Choice Scarf. But because that, he's still perfectly fine with the Life Orb, and he's still perfectly fine with an Air Balloon. And honestly, if you really wanted to, Leftovers is an option, because Leftovers, I don't know a Pokemon that can't run Leftovers effectively, because it's Leftovers. It's just an amazing item. So just keep that in mind. And that about does it for Swords Dance Excadrill. We're going to move on to what I like to call Excadrill that's not commonly seen. I don't know, I don't have a name for it. This one's a weird Excadrill. It's a defensive Excadrill, which, because of his HP, he can run defensively. So you're going to want to max it in HP, and for this particular version right here, I'll probably come back and change this, but because of the item I'm about to show you guys that I would run, you want to max your special defense because, well, first we'll just throw our extra attack, because the item on here you want to run is Assault Vest. This is one of those popular items that's just run on all kinds of things, and it's a new item to Gen 6. If you don't know what it does already, it's kind of like a choice band, or hang on, no it's not. No it's not. It only lets you run, or only lets you use attacking moves, damaging moves, like no status moves basically. So like Choice Band or Choice Specs, the set you would run on his move set is going to consist of all damage moves. You're not going to use any status moves because you can't use them. It won't let you. Assault Vest, you're going to click on your status move with your stylus, and it's going to say, Assault Vest says no. None shall pass. You can't use this move. Not in my house. No, 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 not today. And Assault Vest is annoying like that, but it's certainly going to make up for it. It's going to boost your special defense by 1.5. So you're getting a huge boost off that, and it's going to make you super defensive. I believe it boosted after the EVs, so that way, that's why you want to max it in there. Um, so it's going to give you a huge boost. It's going to be great. And as for the move set, since you can only run attacking moves, you're going to go with Old Reliable as always. You're going to run Rock Slide because it's great coverage along with Earthquake. And unfortunately, Iron Head's going to be what you want even though you can't get it. I apologize because it's kind of annoying being unable to get Iron Head because move tutor, but it's something you would definitely want. And to get some semi-support out of this, I go with Rapid Spin, because Rapid Spin is still considered a physical damaging move, because, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be primarily, but that's not what it's used for. But it does damage to them, it hits them, but it hits them for basically nothing because it's 20 base power. But you're going to get rid of their setup, entry hazards, you know. You're going to get rid of it all. So it's good. Good thing to have. As for Ironhead, though, if you're not Pokebanking him or something like that, then you can't have Ironhead. So your other option here is, your best option is probably, I guess, X-Scissor, because it provides the most coverage. Shadow Claw is also an option, but I don't think Shadow Claw provides as much coverage as X-Scissor, so you're probably going to run X-Scissor instead. But now, on the other hand, we're going to look at a different kind of defensive Excadrill, which is basically the same, but is not going to run Assault Vest. It's going to be just leftovers because that's the only other option he really has. And so instead of investing everything into special defense, well, you can still invest everything into special defense if you want. But here's where it doesn't really matter because Assault Vest is no longer in play. So if you don't want to, you can invest it all on defense if you want Excadrill to be a more defensive pivot to have. Or you can say, screw defenses, I got my HP. I mean, he's got 400 HP, and you can just go all in attack and then throw your extra in special or defense. You know, it's whatever. It's up to you. Another option, you could actually split between attack and say defense or special defense, or you could even split your defenses between the two. Probably want to even that out like that. If you wanted to, I don't recommend doing this, to be honest, though, because yeah, you're getting more balanced, but at the same time, you're not amazing in either one. You still got below 200 in both, so you're still going to be getting hit on hard on both. So I recommend maxing one, or if you're going to split it between attacks, so that way you get the boost, attack boost. Not a boost, but you know, the extra stats. Because attack's something he's great at. So if you're gonna mix it with attack in one of his defenses. You can mix it between both his defenses, but I don't recommend it. So, you know, it's up to you, honestly. But anyways, why I mentioned this entire thing of running a defensive one without Assault Vest, mainly in the first place, is because he gets access to Stealth Rocks. Now, keep in mind, he only gets access to Stealth Rocks via Move Tutor, so it's another one of those moves that just makes you want to cry. It just makes you want to, you know, pray to the RNG Jesus that, well, this has nothing to do with RNGesus, so I don't know why I brought that up, but makes you want to pray to the Nintendo gods that they add a move tutor in the new games coming out. Hoenn remakes better have a move tutor. I'm gonna cry for probably a week straight. It's not something I want. So anyways, back to the moveset. Stealth Rocks. It's Stealth Rocks. It's one of the best entry hazards in the game. It's great on him because not only can he set up Stealth Rocks, but he can get rid of your opponent's entry hazards. So you can send him out on a Pokemon that is already setting up and proceed to set up yourself and then just get rid of all their hard work they just did. And they're not going to be too happy about it. They'll probably expect it because Excadrill is typically known for a rapid spinner, but they're still not going to be too happy about it. So that about does it for Excadrill, honestly. It's not much more he does other than all of this, which is a lot. He does a lot of things. He's a versatile Pokemon, as are most Pokemon. He can be run multiple different ways. So pick your favorite. You know, make multiple Excadrills. Have one for every occasion. You know, Excadrill's just in general a great Pokemon to have. He's good, and he lets me make references to one of my favorite animes, and you know, I can get away with it. So as always, thank you for taking your time to watch this poorly made video, and just you know, there's a comment section down there. If you want to see me do a specific Pokemon, let me know what you'd like to see, and put it in the comments. Say, hey, do this Pokemon or I'll kill you. And I'll be like, whoa man, don't kill me. Alright, I'll have to make a video of that Pokemon. So, you know, I won't have a choice if you threaten my life, you know. So, that, and there's a thumbs up button if you want to give me a thumbs up. There's a thumbs down button if you think this video sucks. Hey, if you think it sucks, go ahead and give me that thumbs down. It'll encourage me to make these videos better. So, as always, just thanks for watching, and oh yeah, there is a subscribe button. It's probably one you don't want to press, cause you know, these videos are alright. I'm trying to try and make them better. You know, they're gonna be improving. So, if you're feeling super generous, that subscribe button, you can hit it, and I'd appreciate it. It would make my day. So I'll catch you guys later. See you in the next video. Hopefully I'll figure out some Pokemon to do. As for now, I don't have anything planned. So like I said before, that comment section, threaten my life. Tell me to do your favorite Pokemon. I won't have a choice. I'll have to do it. So that's about it. Once again, I appear to be rambling on and making this video last 2 years long. So I'm gonna stop wasting your time, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.